Welcome you guys into my nice beautiful video, and what's important today is understanding that most people in the planet have no courage to be able to get up on a video and to start speaking like this. Unfortunately, most people never have courage to go and do an audio program about life or personal development or courage or how to make money or how to do anything in life. I mean, most people have no knowledge about life and they have 80 years of age. I mean, do you understand? I mean, no matter what, you must understand that what's important is understand that now, since we're living in the internet age, unfortunately most people are unaware of how to use a telephone. Most people are unaware about how to use technology today. Why is that? I realize it's because of how much they are dedicating themselves into learning on how to do so. I'm only able to go and really be successful today because I learned all the technology. I learned what's going on around the world. How do I learn, really? I realize when I learn something, I make sure I read. I read what people are doing. I go on YouTube videos. Every single day, I subscribe to people who are millionaires and billionaires. And then they post me videos and they update me daily about what's going on around the world. But then what do I do from that point? I promise you, from that point, I make sure I understand that it's much more about my legacy than reading from them now. I understand that what's going on around the world is I still have to follow them. I still have to read from them. But what's even more important than reading from them is doing this video. Do you understand? Because the doing of the video is something that your legacy is going to improve on. When I do a 2-hour video here in this video, that means I have a 2-hour greater legacy. In a sense, so make sure you understand that first, if you want to get up on a video or in front of a crowd or do live, if you want to do live public speaking, or if you want to increase your skills, first you have to read. You have to read how to do that. You have to watch other people and successful people and how they do it. And then as you follow them for the next 30 years, it's just going to be evident on how to do it. If you just follow me daily and every single day, you watch me and watch what I do. You understand? And watch what I say and watch what I do. It's always going to relate together. So I realize what I say is what I do. If you just say more, that means you're going to communicate more. And that way, you can understand how I do. In a sense of what I do really is I speak and I do what I speak. And that's keeping your word, which is the word I. In a sense, because if you want to be successful and if you want to do Jesus Christ's work and also anything that's Jesus Christ's work is more music and also more words. I'm a music producer and a word guru. I use all the words out there. I make sure you understand I'm still learning everything. By making sure you understand that the only 2 ways of life in today's world to do Jesus Christ's work really is to understand that you have to speak out the words and you have to do the music of life. But then also understand the physical realm as well. Understand that you copy Jesus Christ as much as possible to understand how he does everything physically and spiritually and with music. If you understand every single day that I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always making sure I'm delivering more content, I'm looking greater, I'm making sure I'm preparing myself for a video again. After this video, I'm preparing for another video, man. I'm making sure no matter what, that I have music production to do. I have other aspects of life to do, but I have no kids, I have no wife, I have no spouse. But that's why I'm so successful. That's why I choose that in my life. I choose to have no wife. I choose to have no kids. I am my wife, I am my kids. I understand that people believe they're so successful with 1 kid, or 2 kids, or 3 kids, or 4 kids, over other people who have no kids. How about the people who have 12 kids, man? You believe you're successful than them? You believe you're more successful? How about my greater legacy than you? I have a greater legacy than you. How can you be more successful than me? I have more individual success than you do. How can you be more successful than Jesus Christ and you have 1 kid, man? You have 1 kid. Are you able to give me eternity in heaven? No. How can you be more successful than Jesus Christ? Do you understand? Jesus Christ and God can only provide you eternity. In a sense, so guess what? If you want to be more successful, go for the legacy rather than the kids. Go for the legacy rather than the money. Go for the legacy rather than anything else. In a sense, so make sure you understand the legacy that you want is Jesus Christ's legacy. That's what you want every single day. So focus on understanding that's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this to make sure I'm growing everybody in the process of communication. I mean, last year when I did start these videos, I mean, you must understand that what's important is I'm always growing, but every single time I'm always starting all over again. I've been doing these videos for around 2 years now. I understand although that it's been 2 years, and it's a long time to be communicating and making mistakes along the way. Although I pick up my communicational skills and I start learning much more about how to talk on camera. But it's very easy to watch me. I mean, it's very easy to watch people and how they talk on camera. I mean, go and do it. I mean, it's very easy to watch me public speak in front of a crowd. I mean, that's easy work to watch me do it. I mean, go and do it yourself. I mean, then you're going to understand me. I mean, then you're going to understand how I do it. I over me. I understand that what's important every single day is making sure you're grooming and making sure you have all the time for yourself. I'm not sure, I see many men today and many women have a guy or a woman or whatever. I mean, understand, I'm just the word I, but they have a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend, and guess what? I realize they have no time for themselves. I mean, they have no time for themselves because they're too much preparing for the kids something. I mean, they're cooking dinner for the kids. I mean, they'd rather cook dinner for the kids than make a YouTube video to improve their legacy. I mean, understand? I realize they'd rather go pick up their man and drive 1 hour to get him than to do a video on the way. I mean, you understand? I mean, if you want to hustle and you want to do a great job in life, then you have to understand how to make a video while you're doing the driving. And you have to understand how to do a video while you're in the bathtub. I mean, you have to understand how to do a video while you're in the swimming pool, or while you're walking somewhere, or while you're traveling, or while you're sleeping too. I mean, you have to understand that. I mean, you have to learn some technology skills. I mean, you have to understand how technology is being in production today. I mean, if you can produce videos and distribute and do more of that every single day, then you have a great legacy. I mean, if you never want a great legacy, then guess what? I understand I'll never support you. I support you all the time. I support you all the time, but the amazing thing is, I realize how am I in regards to sharing you around if I can never see you up there in the spotlight? I mean, how do I share you around? I mean, who are you, man? I mean, you're like this little peasant in the world. I mean, understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, nobody's a little peasant. But understand that anything that has a great success today, I mean, anything that has a great success has a great legacy. So if you're Nikola Tesla, I can say Nikola Tesla. I mean, go and see him now. I mean, who are you though? I mean, who are you? I mean, if you never want a great legacy, I mean, how can I support you here? I mean, how can I promote you? I mean, how? I've never even seen you in my life. I mean, you guys are seeing me. I mean, of course you're going to say, look at Danny Milivojevic. I mean, share Danny Milivojevic around. But who are you, man? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, small people never ever want to be big. I understand? I'm a big individual. I have a big legacy. I have a big career. I have big dreams. I'm always big. I'm also small as well. I'm small in other ways. I understand? I'm small, but I want to be big. I mean, other people are small, but never want to be big. I mean, you have to be both sides of the equation. I mean, you understand? I mean, you have to be the yin yang. I mean, if you understand the yin yang, then you understand Jesus Christ only. I mean, you understand? So no matter what, every single day, I focus on doing these videos because I understand that what's successful in life is helping people. I mean, when you can help people every single day and do something along your life to just dress up for the occasion. I mean, if you're in your bedroom, dress up. I mean, dress up. I mean, start looking good in your bedroom, even if nobody's going to watch you. I mean, understand? I mean, if nobody's going to watch you, I promise you that you're going to watch you. Promise you, if you never watch yourself, then you're watching other people. Promise you, if you're watching other people, that is suicide. Promise you, watching other people more than yourself is suicide. I mean, watch yourself more than other people. I mean, do you all day long over other people. I have so much time in the day, guys, to just do my legacy. I have no time for women. I have no time to make kids. I have no time to be with a woman all day long. I have no time for friends. I have no time for family. I have no time for anybody except I. I seen the other day, I was public speaking, and these people have a couple, I mean, they're a couple, and a girl and guy, I mean, walking 10 times like this, left and right and center, and they're watching me public speak for 10 days, and they never want to grab my business card. But they're together. I mean, they're saying, but guess what? I mean, the woman goes this way, I mean, the man's following her. I mean, the man goes this way, I mean, the woman's following him. I mean, they're doing jack shit in life. I mean, they have nothing to do. I mean, they have no legacies. I mean, if you want to create a legacy, I mean, start now. I mean, start now with your story. I mean, start helping people, is what I'm saying. I mean, what am I doing here? I'm giving you information. I'm giving you ideas. I'm giving you the power of my word. I'm giving you who I am. I'm giving you my words. I realize my words are everything. You understand? I realize my word, I, is what I'm just giving you. I realized that I just seen a homeless individual over there, and I said, hey, I realized instead of just giving her soy milk, I just give her my eye. You understand? I mean, what do I mean? I mean, make sure you understand that if you want to go and give somebody something, I mean, give them your word I. I mean, the word I is what you give them. I understand that woman may be holding scraps of change in her pockets right now. But guess what? I mean, what's an extra dollar going to help her with? I mean, $1? I mean, guess what? I mean, it's going to help. But guess what? I mean, you must understand that I'm never that cheap, though. I'm never that cheap. I mean, what's $1 million going to help her with? I mean, what? I mean, what's $1 million going to help that homeless individual? I mean, how is that going to help her? I mean, she's going to lose it right away. I mean, she's going to gamble it. I promise you. Russia, she'll go homeless again. Even if I give her $10 billion, she'll become homeless again. I mean, what are you on about? I mean, she loses the money right away. I mean, they lose the money right away because they're homeless. I mean, since you never help yourself up, I mean, then you're always going to be like that. Or as if you go on a homeless, or as if you become homeless, like I have. I've been homeless 4 times. I mean, understand? But guess what? I realized that 2 times it was in the car. I mean, 2 times on the street. I mean, understand? But guess what? I'm learning. I mean, understand? I mean, if you never take care of your financing, then you end up homeless. I mean, you have to understand where your money's going. So, if you're understanding life, I mean, understand how it is to be homeless. I mean, understand how it is to be in life to a certain age and to achieve goals and to understand how to speak. But homeless people are only ever going to be homeless people. I mean, no amount of money that I give her is going to help her. I'm very sure. Only she can help herself. Very sure. If I drop $10 billion in your account right now, I mean, suddenly you're rich, huh? I mean, you're never rich because I gave you the money. I gave you that money. I mean, there's then. Otherwise, you are rich when you get richer, only. I mean, you understand? I mean, no amount of money is going to drop out of the sky for you. I mean, that's it. I mean, what you need to understand is never expect other people to give you money. I mean, never expect other people to give you money. But be on the offense about money. I mean, be on the offense about communication and about skills and life. And right now, you have to understand that no matter what's happening around the world, I mean, they're going to try to make you work their jobs. But go and work your job. I mean, go and do what you want to do. And never what they want you to do. I mean, they may say, hey, that they are going to file a lawsuit on you because you said some words. I mean, big deal. I mean, give them the money. I say some more words in life. I mean, in that sense, so what's important is understand that when you want to be positive, I mean, give people more to look forward to. I mean, give people more surprises and more of your face in the world. I mean, you deserve it. I mean, you deserve your face. I mean, you deserve your face on the video camera. I mean, you deserve to do a 30-minute video. I mean, you deserve it. But if you give it to yourself only. I'm giving of myself every single day to be in front of you and to teach you something about my life so that I can help you to understand your life. I mean, if you can do that to people every single day, for people, for yourself only, then you're going to understand what Jesus Christ does. I mean, you're going to understand that Jesus Christ gets up on video and goes and does live events and makes all the money at the doors. I mean, that's it. I mean, Jesus Christ makes all the money in the communication. I mean, that's it. I mean, Jesus Christ never wants to charge you for anything. I mean, Jesus Christ is free for everybody. I understand? I mean, Jesus Christ can live this life today for free without giving. I mean, guess what? I mean, Jesus always gives, but Jesus never wants to take anything from you. I mean, understand? I mean, Jesus never wants to ask you a question at all. I mean, although, guess what? I mean, Jesus already understands you. I mean, Jesus understands who you are. I mean, Jesus understands all the questions already. I mean, if you want to answer all the questions, then you have to understand your word I. I mean, you have to understand it's about the word I. I mean, if you have no word I, then you have no legacy. I have a word I, so I just go and increase my legacy. Now, every single day I'm looking to understand much more about life. I'm sitting in my camping chair this time, but make sure either way you must understand that what's important every single day is focusing on a greater life for yourself. I mean, when you focus on a greater life for yourself, you're going to find different skill sets every single day. I mean, you're going to find something that you love to do, but life is long. I mean, life is a long life. I mean, think long. I mean, think the word I only. I mean, when you have the word I only, then you can go to long life. I always go to long life over the short life. I mean, you must understand every single day that many people live a short life. I mean, they do drugs with you, and guess what happens? I mean, they leave you suddenly, and they never talk to you again. I mean, they go to another country, and they never see you again. I mean, they never write back to you. I mean, those are the drug addicts. I mean, those are most people on the planet. I mean, they're famous and successful, but they never write to you. I mean, why? Because why shall they write to you? I mean, why do you expect them to write to you? I mean, why do you message them in the first place? I mean, what is so valuable about them? I mean, is it their pussy? I mean, is it their dick? I mean, what are you messaging them for? I mean, what is it about them? I mean, do they have $1 million in the bank account? I mean, are you messaging people who have less than $1 million in the bank account? I mean, why do you even hang around with those people then? I mean, why do you hang around people who have less than millions of dollars in their bank account? I mean, what for? I mean, who are they, man? I mean, go hang around with the massive legacies of the world. I mean, they're going to at least teach you something about life. I mean, they're going to teach you daily about how to build a great legacy. I, myself, just hang around with Jesus Christ. I mean, I never go following anybody except Jesus Christ. I mean, do you understand? Because I understand that what's important is understand that. I mean, many people will say, go to the famous people and go give them money and go billionaires and millionaires. I mean, they're just average people, man. I mean, everybody is just an average individual. I mean, do you understand? I realize that anybody who's more successful, though, are the ones that are following Jesus Christ more. I mean, do you understand? I realize now, because I'm more successful than most people, I'm just beyond average. I mean, do you understand? I'm beyond average. Because I show my face. I show my face in front of the world. I can speak. I can influence. I can be an enthusiast. I can entertain. I can inform you. I can persuade you. I realized just recently, I had some guy in the elevator. And guess what? I realized he opens the door for himself and he goes in. And he's holding the door for me to place my trolley inside the elevator. I say, I have it already. I can do it myself. I never want him to do it for me. I want to do it for myself because that's my trolley. That's my life. I want to do it myself. I want to take responsibility for myself in my word I realize either way, I get into the nice beautiful elevator, but then guess what? I reach out for my nice beautiful shoulder bag. I get my shoulder bag and I say, hey, here's my business card. I mean, here's my business card. I mean, he says, I mean, what is it? I mean, what are you doing? I mean, go and check it out, man. I mean, check it out. I mean, and then guess what? I realize the elevator stops. I open the door for him too, physically. I mean, come on. I mean, go out, because that's his floor. I mean, he just goes, but I close the sale really fast. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, when I give you my business card and I leave you really quickly, I mean, I gave you my business card. I mean, you never did return it. I close the sale. I win you over for life. I mean, if I give you the business card and I talk to you for 1 hour and you say, business card, and you give it back to me, I mean, then I lost the sale and I lost my time as well. I mean, understand? I mean, I want to give you the business card and run the fuck off as much as possible. I want to give you the business card and run off as fast as possible from you so that you hold the business card. Even though it's for free, I gave it to you. I mean, understand? Because what's important is understanding. I only ever run toward I. I only ever run toward I. Or else when I close a sale, in sales, when you close a sale, I mean, you're winning all the time. I mean, understand? I mean, when you extract $1,000 from somebody, I mean, you run off with the money. I mean, never talk to them again. I mean, that's how it is. I give you my business card, I never want to talk to you again. I mean, that's it. I mean, I at least gave you a business card, man. I mean, now you're following me for 72 years, but who are you, man? I mean, where's your business card? I'm living longer than that. I plan to live until 100, but I'm 28. I mean, but guess what? I meet you, for example, I say, hey, I thank you for the help, man. I just grab my here, I just want to give you something. I have a business card. I mean, just hold it like here. I just have to go over here. I'll be right back. I mean, I just go, but I never come back. I mean, you have my business card at least. I never come back, man. I mean, yes, I said I'll come back. I never come back. I'll give you something. I'll give you something anyway. I mean, you understand? But guess what? I mean, that's just a tactic for me to sell you really quickly. Or I'll sell you really quickly. I mean, is that lying? Or it's never lying. Or that's never a lie. I mean, you understand? I mean, you may hold the business card, but I'm gone, man. I mean, you're following me for the next 50 years, man. I mean, I'm never following you, though. I mean, you never gave me a business card. I mean, do you understand how important a business card is? I'm pretty sure I have many people, and they say, hey, I mean, I see a photo of you on the business card. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, they ask, why do you have a photo of yourself? I mean, why not, man? I mean, isn't that life, man? I mean, why am I doing this video with a photo of myself on the video? I mean, why? I mean, isn't it nice to have your face on the video or in a photo in your business card? I mean, do you hate yourself? I mean, many people never understand that. I mean, many people have a business card and they print and they say, John Wagon. I mean, John Wagon at gmail.com, man. And the full name is John Wagon. But there's no face. I mean, there's no face on the business card. I mean, fuck this business card, man. I mean, who the fuck is John Wagon, man? I mean, there's fucking billions of them, man. I mean, there's billions of John Wagons in your life, man. I mean, when you see Danny Milivojevic, I mean, there's only fucking one name that's Danny Milivojevic, and I love that. I mean, there's only one name that's Danny Milivojevic in life. And if I gave you my business card, that's Danny Milivojevic without my face on it, in terms of this face, and there's no image on me, but there's my name, which is Danny Milivojevic, which is just a label. I can say my real name is word, or else the real name I have is the word I. Although give you Danny Milivojevic, I mean, you can search me up and you'll find me. I mean, there's only one Danny Milivojevic. I mean, Serbian people and Croatian people never have the name Danny. And there's no other names in the history of life that is Danny Milivojevic. I mean, but either way, I put my freaking face on that too. And I give you my armpit hair, so you can watch my armpit hair too. I understand there's some sweat going on. But guess what? I mean, that's life, man. I understand. I was exercising. I understand. So make sure you understand that what's important is understand that every single day you must go and refreshen up. And make sure that no matter what, that you're going to look greater. But have your face on the business card. And make sure that no matter what, that you understand why I do that. I do it because it's my brand. I mean, it's who I am. I promote my name and my face. Because if there are 10 Danny Milivojevic's around, I mean, which Danny are you talking about that? I mean, this face over here. I mean, this face we're looking for. I mean, you search up my name on YouTube and Danny Milivojevic, but there's hundreds of millions of Danny Milivojevic's, man. But let's find the one that has a face like this. I mean, that's why. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, I mean, this face nobody has except I. I'm unique. I mean, in a sense, so what you need to do daily is realize that if you want to be a star and if you want to be something great, I mean, you have to be. I mean, you have to be first. I mean, you have to be something greater for yourself. I mean, you have to believe in yourself every single day that you can do it. I mean, what are you meant to do in life? I mean, all you're meant to do in life is increase your words in a video. I mean, just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And eventually, you're going to summon this passion about something. Or else that passion is going to help you travel the world. Or else only if you keep Whereas only if you keep it up for about 10 years and more. Then you're traveling the world, but these other people are going to work 50 years in a 9-to-5 job, but you're at least going to work around the world and travel around the world without a 9-to-5 job for 40 years of your life. Do you understand? They have to work 50 years of the 9-to-5 job while you can travel the world for 50 years and never work a 9-to-5 job. Do you understand? But most people have nothing to do. They look at me, and now, especially, I'm getting more results on YouTube and on social media. How am I doing that? I'm doing it through busking performances. I'm doing it by giving my business cards here and there. People are sharing me around. I'm doing it by creating new titles on YouTube. But now, another way is I promote myself via DJing in front of live crowds, and I go and do live events around people, around music and around life coaching. So every single day, I'm just focusing strictly on my legacy. And I'm alone for the next 12 years. I'm alone, but I don't need anybody else. My biological father may pass away, or else my biological grandmother may pass away. But guess what? Life is like that. I never need them. They've done their job. They gave me as much as they could. Thank you very much. I thank you. I'll give back now. I'm the only one that's really, really lifting myself in my family right now, who has a greater legacy than all of them. Understand? I have a greater legacy than all of them. I promise you. But they're helping me. I promise you, they were helping me. Or else when I was young, they were helping me and giving me money. So my success is their success. Although for me to create their legacies is different. I can give them money. I can give them money and help them throughout life with money. I can do that. But to create the legacies for them, I realize no. I realize that's your job. I never create your legacy. I can give you some money to go buy. I can give you some money so that you can create your legacy. But if I give you money and you never want your legacy, tough luck. In the sense of what you need to do is realize if you want to be more important, or else you have to make yourself more important. And never rely on other people to make you important in life. Or else if you want to be significant, which is be important, or else another word for significant is important. Be significant in a way that you're going to communicate to people much more through music or through paintings or art or acting or comedy or anything that you love to do. I love to do all that. And Jesus Christ, I talk about everything. I talk about the Buddha. I talk about everything. But I'm making sure every single day I'm learning and growing much more. I'm making sure I'm living life to the fullest. I have a private lifestyle. Whereas my lifestyle is very private, really. But what you see about me online is like I've been exposing myself a lot as well. But my life is very private also. I speak so loud. I upload all these journals online about me every single day. And I upload videos online and new photos of myself and everything. You can see how much I'm exposing myself in the world. And you can see, you can definitely tell that's Danny Milivojevic, man. That's exactly like how he is. How he is on the video is how he is in real life. Exactly how he looks on photos and what he does online is how he is in real life. You understand? But behind the scenes, after this video, I'll turn it off and do some music production. That's a private lifestyle. I didn't upload my content. When I'm making my music or showering or doing grooming, I have a private lifestyle. I go to the shops, I have a private lifestyle. It's private. When I'm traveling on the plane somewhere, it's private. I have a private lifestyle too, but you need a private lifestyle. I want you guys to understand, I love you all. I do. But understand that Jesus loves you even more. Guess what? I love all of you just like Jesus can. In a sense, so I just want to level myself here. I make sure that no matter what, I'm understanding that no matter what, I want to do my best all the time. I want to make sure I'm always learning, I'm growing. I'm making sure every single day I have more to give. When you have more to give, you're going to find that sometimes it's much better to live in a 1-bedroom apartment for a few days because you can afford it to do 9 hours of video content. $114 for 3 nights. Maybe you never can afford it. Although guess what? I mean, go and do something better then. I mean, guess what? I mean, sometimes when you can afford it, I mean, even though people can afford $1,000 per night, I mean, guess what happens? I mean, they never create YouTube videos. I mean, what are they doing in life? I mean, they give $1,000 a night to live in an accommodation hotel with a woman or man, or to have an orgy or something, but they never want a great legacy. I mean, they're wasting money. I mean, they're wasting time. I mean, they have nothing to do. I look at life like, hey, I'll give $114, but 3 nights in Brisbane City in the CBD, I mean, understand? And guess what? I do 9 hours of video work, at least, with that money that I just gave. And I have nobody else around me. I mean, I look at the nice, beautiful I look at a nice and beautiful $1,400 or $114 I give for 3 nights of accommodation and more as a business deal for me to do video work. Yeah. I mean, I'm single in a bedroom, single night. I have a single night bedroom every year. I get $38. I mean, I look at the money that I gave in terms of $38 as, hey, I've done a 3-hour video today. I mean, I never care about the $38. I look at that, I care about the $38, but I care about the $38 in a different way though. I care about it in all ways, but it's more, they understand that I'm never ever giving money for accommodation to just have accommodation. I'm giving money and I upsize too. I give $200 to get into a better room, to do a 6-hour video. I mean, understand? I mean, what's much better? I mean, is it better for you to give $200 to have 1 night bedroom, to do a 2-hour video, or you do a 2-hour video, but you have $200 bedroom, or give $1,000 and do a 6-hour video? I mean, 6-hour video with $1,000 is much better. I mean, in that sense, so make sure you understand that. I mean, that's what I mean. But what's even better than that? I mean, you must understand that. I mean, go and think for yourself. I mean, go and ask yourself those questions. I mean, what's worse than that? I mean, what's worse than that is understand either way that we're never skipping questions over here. I mean, what's even better than giving money itself is the word I. I mean, what's even better than this video is the word I. I mean, what's even better than anything in the world is the word I. I mean, what's better than Jesus Christ? I mean, better than Jesus Christ is the word I. Actually, it's the word I that matters. I mean, that's what Jesus Christ wants you to understand. I mean, in a sense, so if you understand now, for example, most people, and drug addicts especially, I mean, they get a room, and guess what they do in a $200 room? I mean, they just waste the night. I mean, they're teaching nobody nothing on YouTube and social media. I mean, they're nobodies online. I mean, they have no legacy, or else they have no portfolio online. I mean, they have no resume about business online. And then guess what they do? I mean, they sleep the night away. I mean, they're doing drugs all night in their room. I mean, they're nobodies. But they're wasting money. I mean, they're wasting time because they're never teaching you. But I look at money that I give for accommodation as an investment to do my videos or to do my music production. I mean, when I go from a $50 room with other people, where I may have roommates, to a $100 room to be by myself, I do it specifically to be able to do music all night. I do it for a greater purpose than just to sleep in a bed. I can sleep with other people. I have no worries about that. I've been doing it for 2 years. I mean, you understand? I mean, what's important is understand that I invest into 1-bedroom apartments or better deals in planets, in terms of in the planet, to make sure that I can do my videos and my music production and my career much more than the freaking accommodation. I don't care about the accommodation. I care about doing this content with my music production and live coaching. I mean, tonight and 3 nights now being in a single bedroom helps me to do my music all night without snorers around me, without people around me. I get to get peace and quiet to do my career. I get peace and quiet to do my videos without other people listening to me. I mean, in a sense, but you guys are listening to me. I mean, in a sense, that's why I'm investing my money in ways that it's never about the accommodation. I mean, it's more about the videos and the content. I surround myself around my career and I give money where my career works for I. I come to Brisbane because Brisbane helps me to do busking performances way easier and much better than Sydney. I mean, you understand? I promise you. I mean, it's right next to the tunnel, and I get to enjoy myself here. So every time I come to Brisbane, I'm always in the tunnel busking. I mean, why? Why not? I make 3-hour videos, man, like this. I make 3-hour videos like this, in front of people. I'm just in front of people. I mean, that's it. Whereas along the way, I'm promoting myself too. I mean, they give me my business card. I promote myself. I get better in my skills in front of people. I mean, you understand? I mean, it's never a waste of time to do busking. I mean, most people don't have courage to do busking in front of people. I mean, do you understand? I mean, what's amazing is understanding that if you want to busk, I mean, be a public speaker and busk all day long and just talk. I mean, and just talk and talk and talk all day long. I brush you from that point, brush you have a life, brush you have something greater in you. I brush you from that point, you can go and really, really dwell upon a better life for yourself, and then you understand to stay away from everything in life except yourself, and then follow Jesus Christ, and then you have a greater life. Brush, that's what I do. I make sure every single day I'm focusing on giving you more content about what I love to do. Brush, I'm just looking to inspire you daily. I'm making sure that no matter what, that just recently in February this year, I mean, I understand either way, that what's amazing is just recently, I did start my YouTube channel. Just about March, or as in March, I understand either way that it's been around 9 months since I have my YouTube channel. But I'm amazing now. I realize everything's happening for me right now. I realize my career has more than 780 videos online, on YouTube only. I have more than that inside of my Mega Drive. I understand that there's a lot of downloading that happens, and there's a lot of uploading that you never see. I mean, you never see how much it takes to upload my videos and to download them and to produce them and to distribute them. I mean, you understand? But all you see is this collection online. I mean, all you see is my videos online, and it's all nice and neat for you, isn't it? I mean, nobody sees the editing behind it. I mean, I have to title all the videos. I have to playlist it. I have to put it into playlists. I have to thumbnail the videos. I mean, look at my thumbnails. I mean, all different fashion photos of life. I mean, that's the work put behind it. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that's great work ethic. I always have a new thumbnail. I have thumbnails for the next 10 years of my photos. I can do it. I mean, make sure you understand I can do it for lifetimes. I see a nice, beautiful white wall or something. I just sit there and I just do a fashion photo, and I do 20 photos, and that's my one post for the day. I have 20 photos of myself. I mean, every single day and more. I focus on understanding either way that what's important is communicating. And now when millionaires and billionaires and people who are famous can see you, I mean, that's why you get in front of their face. I mean, you never get in front of their face. I mean, you never ever go to billionaires and millionaires and famous people only to learn from them. I mean, you go to get up in front of their face to give them $10,000 to interview them for 1 hour. Or that's a rich way. Or you give them $10,000 to just be with them, to give them your business card. Because now, Grant Cardone has 5,000 videos, but Danny Milivojevic has 10,000 videos. I realize although that Danny Milivojevic did start watching Grant Cardone when he was around 4,000 videos. I mean, what did change? I mean, what happens now? I mean, either way, you must understand that the whole point is understand I'm overtaking Grant Cardone and his YouTube channel. And he has 5,000 videos, I have around 780. I'm doing way more content than him. I'm 28. I mean, in the sense to make sure you understand that he's a billionaire. I'm a billionaire too. I'm making sure you understand I have 50 and 60 and 80 mentors who are all millionaires and billionaires. I follow them every single day. I can see their headlines. I can see the titles of what they're doing. Every single day I update myself, and I try to read as much as I can. I try to read from them as much as I can, but then I try to do my legacy even more than reading from them. I try to do these videos more than actually reading from them, because I can read from Grant Cardone and all my mentors for billions of years, man, without doing anything. Roger, it's very easy to do that. Roger, it's more, let's go and do the content now. I mean, let's put the action into it and put the effort behind it. I mean, it's very easy to speak for 3 hours and 10 hours and just keep speaking about something. I mean, it's very easy for me to do that now because I have so much practice. I find something to say. I find something to say quickly, but my process in my mindset, whereas my mindset has a quick processor. I just process the knowledge quickly into my video. I spin the nice, beautiful wisdom webs into you. I mean, you can see wisdom webs in terms of the spider webs, but this is wisdom webs. I'm giving you informational webs over here. I'm a web planet of information. I'll give you everything you ever need because that's how you sell people. I mean, sometimes you have to open the door physically so that somebody can just go away with your business card. You understand? I mean, that's a sales technique. I mean, that's why I have free sales business cards. I give it out for free. I mean, in a sense, so when I do that, I'm making sure either way I'm learning and growing. But my Instagram is very consistent with the way it is. I mean, the feed is just photos, whereas my Instagram stories is just photos. I have no time to post videos into my Instagram stories, man. I post videos into my YouTube. I understand? I mean, you can check me out on YouTube for that. I mean, my Instagram stories is just photos because it's very easy to upload. Whereas although my IGTV is just when I make a new music track, I mean, I post it into that. I mean, it can be a week's time since I post something into IGTV. Otherwise, I can post 3 videos in 3 days. I can have 3 new music tracks in 3 days and I just post it up really quickly. Or it may take a month to post into IGTV. But it's just my music content. I understand? I mean, that's it. I make it simple. But then also my Instagram Reels. I make a video every single day. I post 1 video of Instagram Reel a day. And that's it. Or else my YouTube account, or else has a video coming up every single day. But then I have to do the uploading online with my Mega Drive. I have to also upload. I upload 30 photos a day now into my nice and beautiful Instagram. I upload 30 photos a day because I understand that it's 3 blocks of 3 with Instagram, and I understand that if I just post 1 photo of 1 post, then all my photos look mixing up and it never looks like how I intend it to be. I want it to have a nice pattern, so what I do is I post 3 blocks of 3 because that way it builds on top of each other and looks like a pattern. I understand, but if I post 1 photo, then the pattern side shifts and looks crap. I mean, that's why. I mean, you have to invest your time into yourself, but never ever go chasing women and alcohol and drugs, man. Or men. I mean, never chase them. I mean, do they have great legacies for you to chase them? I mean, are they like a Nikola Tesla or Albert Einstein or Jesus' legacy? I mean, why are you chasing them for that? I mean, what for? I mean, do you understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that if they have a great legacy, I mean, then they're worth being around. I mean, they're much more worth it than the people who are average. I understand? I mean, be original. I mean, this is original content. I mean, you'll never find this content anywhere else except I understand. So I'm making sure either way that most people are following me today. But I understand I have 34 followers now. I have 34 followers and I have 780 videos online and more. I mean, understand, but let me have 20,000 videos online and give me 34 followers. I have 50,000 followers. I mean, I have 50,000 videos online then. And just give me 34 followers all my life. I never care about the following, man. I never care how much you guys are following me. I never care about your likes. I never care about your shares. I never care about that. I just care about giving my content and that's it. I mean, those people who want to be successful are going to watch me and that's it. I never need your baby to follow me, man. I never need your little daughter to follow me. I never need your son or family member to follow me. I never need you at all. I never need your family. I never need any of you. I mean, is that clear? I promise you. I'm here to just do my content. I'm here to be successful regardless of you. I mean, every single day I'm focusing on understanding that I need to go and do better anyway. I need to make sure I'm always categorizing what I'm saying into different formats, and then I'm making sure I'm always developing my heart to put in the effort to make these videos every single day, because that's what you need to do. You need motivational people around you to motivate you and to inspire you daily to go and achieve your goals. That's what you need. I just was listening to Les Brown, but he gives me ideas all the time. I spoke to him over the phone. I said to him, I want to give you $10,000 to interview you. I said, let me make it first. In a sense, so either way, I have an interview with him, at least. In a sense, so make sure you understand that if anything happens to him and he passes away before it happens, big deal. Guess what? Make sure you understand that no matter what, I'm always searching to give people more money. I'm searching to understand I want to give you more. But if you understand every single day that when I give you more, I never expect you to give me anything back. I expect to just be generous and more enough every single day to understand I need to be giving content much more to be successful, because that's what this video is. This is a documentary of my life, but then also you're learning something in the process. I'm learning something every single day. I was just sleeping recently and I was so dead in terms of fatigue. I had so much fatigue. Why? I don't know. I have to find out why. I realized either way I had a lot of dehydration. I was eating, but I was just sleeping. I was so fatigued. I realized I had so much fatigue. They're saying, but it's just how it is. That night, I realized that never has happened. Or as that was never happening for me before. That's the first time ever. I understand also that now, I understand that since I'm vegan, I have so much more energy. So I woke up after a certain amount of hours of sleep. I slept in this time. I was meant to go busking performances, but I slept in because I was so much fatigued. I did 10 hours in terms of, I did 10 days of public speaking of 3 hours each. 3 hours each. 30 hours in 10 days. And that's why I was sleeping so much. I was so tired. And 30 hours in front of people public speaking in 10 days. In 10 days time. Understand? So either way, it can rain on your parade. But either way, it's something that grows me. I was just so tired. I understand when I was in tiring positions before. I understand now, I'm understanding either way, I'm learning and growing from the process, but I'm moving on. Because what you need to understand every single day is focusing on a greater communicational skill with yourself and other people if you want to sell people. If you want to sell somebody on something that's really going to help you move forward, it's really understand every single time that you go and really do the best job you can with yourself, and then we're going to go and improve ourselves all the time. That's what it's about. Or it's about making sure that you can speak over the events of your life and then making sure we're moving forward. Every single day, look for a way that you can help other people. If you can help other people with a service of communication every single day, then you can actually become a star, and then you can actually go and believe in yourself much more. Whereas now, every single time when I speak much more communicational work in front of the planet, and I do something every single day to make sure that I'm always growing my communication, or else you have to have a long mindset. You have to have a long type of way of life where you can go into your communication and you can just speak on a topic all day long, because that's what you need to be able to do. Otherwise, it's just about understanding on how to lift your communicational skills. So wherever you find yourself, otherwise you can find yourself in a bedroom somewhere, and you can find yourself wherever you are, but then speak and speak and speak until you speak better, and speak better more. Understand that. Understand that communicational skills is just about practicing how to speak better. That's it. I'm just practicing in this video right now to give you all the ideas I can while speaking better in the video. I'm looking to say something different while I'm doing it better, and that's it. That's just the whole idea. It's really process the nice beautiful thoughts you have every single day in a different manner, and then focus upon understanding on how to talk. Be able to talk with people in a different manner. Be able to talk with people in a different manner that you never ever said before, because when you're understanding that you're producing new content that's never said before, that's how you follow people. But if they're always producing the same content over and over, they get boring. Never follow anybody who's doing the same thing all over and over again. Never follow anybody who's doing the same thing over and over again. Following people who are new stars and new personas and a new way of life, and follow new information daily, but stay consistent. But my nice beautiful YouTube and social media now is picking up. Otherwise, I went from 1,200 views to 1,500 views. In a sense, it's picking up. I mean, either way, or else my Nice Beautiful YouTube channel and everything that's going on now is starting to develop now, because people are understanding that for the past year I've been staying consistent. I mean, you have to stay consistent online. You have to be doing, or else you have to be doing something for your legacy every single day. So sometimes you have to stay in a room by yourself every single day and travel on your own while doing videos and understand how it is to be a man and woman like that. I never go chasing other people because I understand I have a great legacy. I never need to be around people of the past. I never need to talk to them ever. I want to be making sure that I'm successful. I want to be making sure I'm doing these videos so that I can help my life. But when people see 500 hours of videos on my YouTube channel, I mean, they believe shit all of that. I mean, they believe that's shit. I mean, they believe they can do it, but they have no YouTube channel. I mean, they have no YouTube channel, and they've never done 500 hours of speaking in their life. I mean, do you understand? So make sure you understand either way that what's important is making sure that you can go and do more. But if you understand how to do more, then you understand how to be more privileging of yourself, to understand that you have to be more empathetic towards yourself and other people, to just inspire yourself to grow in a different way. I mean, go and really lift people in a different way with your communicational skills, and every single day being a peak performer is what it's all about. I mean, everything that it's about is making sure that what it is all about is understanding on how to grow your mindset. I mean, growing your mindset every single day is focusing on understanding that no matter what, you have to write more books. I mean, you have to write more material. I mean, you have to write more content to inspire people. I mean, that's the whole point of life. I mean, the whole point of life is understanding to continue as much as you can and complete as much as you can. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, you just keep talking. And then when you want to finish, you finish. I mean, that's when you understand no matter what, that in your videos, or else you may start a video, but keep talking all the way until you want to finish, and that's it. I mean, that's speaking your mind. I mean, speak your heart. I mean, speak the mind. I mean, speak your legs and toes and everything that you are. Or else you speak everything that you are. I mean, you must understand that you have to talk to people. But talk to people online like this. I never go social media live in terms of YouTube live or Instagram live or Facebook live. Gosh, that's all bullshit for me. I mean, that's all bullshit. And why is that? Because I may get 2-3 people who join me on a live event on Instagram. I mean, 3 people may join me. I mean, big deal, man. I mean, who cares about that? I mean, 20 people may join me. I mean, who cares about that? I never care about that. I mean, what I care about is just making this video and posting it up online, and then watch me if you want. But I never do it in lifetime. I never do these videos in lifetime online. I never do it in lifetime because I never need you guys to watch me in lifetime. I can just talk like this and I upload it right away online, and that's it. Or else, if it goes online and it's just saying Danny Milivojevic has done his update, a video, or else a video, or an update of his online profile, and you can see my beautiful video was just online 1 hour ago, and it's still online, but that's when I did post it, and it says 1 hour ago, and you can see the video online. I mean, understand that it's a recent video that I just done. I just done that video today. I mean, understand? I mean, all my videos that you see coming up on the day that I just upload, I mean, realize this, that it's been maybe up to 24 hours since that video was made. I mean, that's it. I mean, all my videos are within a 24-hour range, so it's all in update. I mean, so everything is updating you today. But who are you following? I mean, who is your inspiration? I mean, why are they your inspirations? I mean, what makes them differ from other people? I mean, who is doing more work than other people today? But you must understand that if you want to be at the top of the game of life, I mean, you must understand that you have to go do more videos. Actually, it's that simple. So every single day you're looking to focus upon understanding that no matter what, you're going to go and do the best job you can every single day to focus on a greater life. But it's much better that I do this video in front of people than doing it like this. I love to do this video in front of people with a microphone and a speaker at a busking event rather than doing this. I never hate this. I love everything. I love it all together. Or else everything has a spot for my heart. Or else everything in this world has a spot for the word I. Understand? But I follow Jesus Christ. Understand? I mean, every single day focusing on understanding that it's much better to be in front of people doing this nice beautiful live event here that I'm doing than to just do it on video like this. Because at least you may have people walking and hundreds of thousands of people can see you while you're doing it. I promise you, there's more excitement. I mean, you look at this woman and she smiles at you, or this guy is looking at you in a weird way, and this guy over here is smiling at you. I mean, whatever it is, man. I mean, it can be whatever, but I'm just the word I. I'm just understanding either way that I'm going to grow. I'm going to be sexier. I'm going to make sure that no matter what, that people understand me, and that I get my message across. I get my message across. I'm every single day uplifting people online. I'm focusing on developing my heart and who I am every single day with the words I give. I'm looking for new ways to improve every single day. I'm making sure that I do much greater in my communicational skills every single day. But I'm making sure that whatever I want to write in my journal today is going to be on a video. Much more. I can be writing physically in my phone. I can just get my phone right now and I just start writing and writing and writing. But I'd rather do it on a video. I mean, understand? So I understand that no matter what, that recently I've been doing 3-hour videos online and just posting 3-hour videos for the past 10 days. I mean, understand? But now I understand I can do it much better. I can understand now that my communicational skills are growing far more than last year. I'm much better than last year. I'm much better than ever before now in terms of technology and what's happening. But I'm still in my 20s, man. I'm still in my 20s. I'm still 28. I understand? But 2 months is my birthday. Or as in 2 months is my birthday. I say happy birthday. I understand? So no matter what, I realize it's winter coming up and you have to prepare. Or you have to prepare yourself for winter. I mean, go and take yourself to places around Australia or around the world where it's more summer right now. I mean, go to the summer areas right now. I mean, stop being in winter. I mean, now in Australia, I mean, find yourself in Brisbane or in Darwin. I mean, go to Darwin or Brisbane in winter. I mean, go to Cairns in winter in Australia, because over there it's 28 degrees in winter. I mean, in Sydney, it's always 14 degrees and 13 degrees in winter. I mean, Melbourne is always 8 to 14 degrees. I mean, Adelaide is the same as Melbourne and Sydney. I mean, do you guys understand? So in Alice Springs, it's much hotter. And so is Darwin and Cairns and Brisbane is much hotter. And you must understand, in Brisbane, it's around 18 degrees to 25 degrees in winter. But Sydney is 14 degrees. I mean, in a sense, to make sure you understand that you must go and find yourself around more tropical areas. I mean, go to more tropical areas with more sun in winter. I mean, find yourself in those areas. I mean, you guys must understand that. But if you understand either way, that if you go somewhere where it's free accommodation or where you can afford, or else it's even better. I mean, go where it's affordable. Or else sometimes you have to go into this winter to do something. But then make sure you understand, in winter, I'm preparing myself now to do 1 hour. To do 1 hour walks around town, but 23 hours, I'm just indoors. I'm just indoors because it's too cold outside. I mean, there's nothing to do out there except for your content. So I just go to basking performances and I sit for 3 hours in the tunnel. But I never sit, I stand and I speak. Or I go to the shops, I go to get clothing, but here I am back in my accommodation. I mean, where is my accommodation? I mean, my accommodation is my word I. I mean, never ever understand anything other than the word I. I mean, this around I is just I. I is my accommodation. I mean, the bed here, I realize that's never my bed. I is my bed. I realize the I word is my bed. I mean, this is clothes, but my I is much more important than this clothes. I mean, my real clothes is my word I. I mean, my real hair is my word I. Or else the real information of God is the word I. I mean, every single day I'm looking for new inspiration. Every single day I'm looking to vibe. I'm looking to make sure that no matter what, that I want to do far more. I want to go and really go above and beyond every single day in my videos. I want to make sure either way, I want to give you more content. I want to make sure I'm lifting myself and other people along the way, but I'm getting faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster with my communication, because that's what you need to do. Russian people watch me in Serbian, and I speak Serbian. Or else in 3 days, I spoke 9 hours of Serbian. I spoke 9 hours and a half of Serbian in front of people. I mean, in 3 days. I mean, they're saying, and in front of people. I mean, most of the people in Serbia and the world can never even do that. I mean, they can never ever step up in front of people to speak up in front of people. I mean, they have no courage. I mean, how can I do it? Because I have the communicational skills. I force myself with my words to go and do it. I say, I have to go and public speak. I mean, go today and do it. I mean, go get yourself a public speaker. I mean, go and get yourself a phone that you need. I mean, go and get yourself the technology you need to do it. I mean, go and get yourself the microphone, a JB Hi-Fi. I mean, walk over there. I plan everything. I plan it before I even come to the busking performances. And then I make sure I get there at a certain time, which is at any time that I feel like going. I today slept in. I slept in today for the first time. I understand. I slept in. I said, hey, I want to go to busking performances, but I was too tired. I was too much in fatigue. I felt tiring. I felt drawn out. I said, no, I have to sleep, man. I mean, here I am, making it up. I'm making up the busking performances today. But I understand either way that this is my second hour today. I have a third hour coming up. I'm making sure either way I'm pushing myself to do content. I'm making sure no matter what that I want to go and do much more. But when I do much more, I figure it out every single day. I figure out that it's much better to do 1 hour videos in small segments indoors than it is to do large segments of videos. And why is that? Because I understand that it's much easier to upload 1 hour segments online than it is uploading 3 hour segments or 2 hour segments together. So I understand either way that this video is more enough for you for now, but I still have another hour to do today. I still have to do another hour, guys. So I'm focusing on understanding that when you really go and focus on doing something, I do my videos in 1 hour segments. I mean, when I do busking performances though, I can do it in 3 hour segments, or 4 hours, or 5 hours together. I do it once, I do it in one time, because it's just roll the footage and just keep going. But videos, I mean, 1 hour blocks of time is easy to upload very quickly. But busking videos are different. I mean, busking videos, I have no time to stop the video, man, when there's people rolling the footage, man. I mean, people are walking. I mean, why stop the video? I mean, I stop the video when I feel like it, in a way that I understand I've done 2 hours, 3 hours of content. I mean, sometimes 1 hour of content. But what's amazing is I talk and talk and talk in busking events. Up to 3 hours is more enough. I mean, I may over-exceed that. I may over-exceed the 3 hours. Although with indoor accommodation in terms of my word eye, where I do these videos, I mean, where I am right now in terms of indoors, I'm going to do these videos up to 1 hour. I mean, up to 1 hour, and then I upload it quickly, and I'm going to do something else quickly, and I read a bit, and then I motivate myself to do another video, and that's it. I understand that what's amazing, guys, is make sure that no matter what, that you keep encouraging yourself just like I am to succeed, and then you can understand how to be great, and then understand that no matter what, that we're just going to lift people to become, I realize that we're going to become the best version, and we're going to lift people to become their best versions, because that's what it must be about.